is K&M Studios because my name is Caleb and his name is Max. First of all, we are a video game company, so our idea was to make a video game that is a survival and horror game. And the reason we do that, we're making this, is because we play a lot of games, and we know a lot of survival games that are very repetitive. Most of them are in the forest, or most of them are like on tropical island. And there's also games that focus more on the survival and don't really focus that much on the horror element. So we're kind of focusing more on the horror. And it solves the problem of games being scary enough, because we decided instead of just adding jump scares like every 5 minutes, we're going to make it kind of more scarier without just being jump scares. So when we were out near the coffee shop, we got a lot of good feedback. People liked open world games and adventure games and first person games, which fits into this game because that's what we're doing. So we feel like we're heading on the right track. And we also added new features, like having an animal as a companion, because someone mentioned that, and we added that because the game is so open to ideas. Like, it's not even being named yet, so yeah, it's open to many ideas. How we will sell it is we will find an investor to invest in our idea, because we need the money. And then we would find people to code and make games, which is pretty easy to find because nowadays, pretty much a lot of gamers know how to do it, and a lot of people that know technology know how to do it. So
then we will contact companies like Walmart, EB Games, and Steam to sell our game in stores and online. And we're gonna bring this up to the government to invest this idea, because our game is in the Arctic, is in the Canadian Arctic, so it kind of promotes our country. So they will want to make this game.
And a lot of video games do that. Like, if it's based in a country, like the country's government will sometimes help the video game because it promotes the country. And because this is in the Arctic, it kind of shows more what the Canadian Arctic is like. And so we also got some pictures here. So this is what the loading screen will look like. Actually, this is what the loading screen will look like. It's a ship that got hit by an iceberg, and the reason we're doing that is because that's where you start off in the game. And there's a character right there that's floating in the water. That's the main character, and because it's a first-person game, you never get to know what he looks like. And then we got some monsters that we made. Where is it? Yeah. These are some monsters that we just literally made off the top of our head in the first few seconds of doing this. Though again, they're open to ideas. We just made that very quickly. And right here, let's say you're looking at the beautiful landscape, and then you pause the game. We made a map of what the entire game can look like and how much you can explore. And if you want a better scale, there's the ship where you start off, so you have all this area to explore. That's all you have, and I guess that's it.
Great. Show it to the judges.